My name is Tracy Hunter Hayes, the library director. I simply just welcome you. This is our fifth installment of Hornet Heroes, but we got a double header for this month by it being Black History Month. We have Dr. Jalaal Hayes, professor in chemistry today, and then on Thursday we have Professor Lori Crawford, who hopefully you come back on on Thursday, same time at 11 during the common hour. I'm going to step out of the way and just welcome you, and then Ms. Carter is going to bring the occasion, and then we're going to turn it over to Mr. Travis Mashu Sutler, who will be the MC, who will then introduce our Hornet hero for today. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. This is part of William C. Jason Library's lecture series, which is a presentation of engaging discussions, conversation, and exchanges designed to enhance the intellectual and cultural experience of the Delaware State University community. This is part of our Hornet Heroes series, which highlights speakers who have made contributions to the DSU legacy and beyond. This lecture series is always held on the first floor of the library during Common Hour. Thank you. If we come up and do the introduction.
Good morning.
Morning.
Like Dr. Hayes said, my name is Travis Mashu Sutler, and I will be saying a little something about our speaker today, about Dr. Jalaal Hayes. Dr. Jalaal Hayes is a research chemist, author, inventor, alumnus, and history-making chemistry professor here at Delaware State University. Dr. Hayes graduated from high school at the age of 15 from Northeast Preparatory School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In 2011, at the age of 18, he graduated cum laude in 3 years from Lincoln University with a bachelor's degree in general science and history with a mathematics minor. In 2011, after leaving Lincoln, he enrolled at Delaware State University in the doctoral program in applied chemistry. During this time, he lectured in Barga, Italy, Manchester, United Kingdom, and Easton, Massachusetts. Dr. Hayes has authored several peer-reviewed journals, articles, and was part of a group patent for a new material to store hydrogen. In December 2015, Dr. Hayes became the youngest graduate in Delaware State University's history to earn a PhD after successfully defending his dissertation called Thermodynamic and Kinetic Studies of Alkali Metal-Doped Lithium Amide Magnesium Hydride Hydrogen Storage System. Ain't that a lot? Lord have mercy, I need to breathe again. Breathe again. This was at the age 22. In 2018, Dr. Hayes was named the top influential chemist of the year by the International Association of Top Professionals, also labeled as IAOTP. Please extend a warm welcome to your professor here at DSU. I call the youngest in charge, Dr. Jalaal Hayes.
Thank you, Mr. Sutler, and thank you for the staff and also the administration of the library as well as Delaware State University, respectfully. All right, we got that out the way. How y'all doing? All right, it's good to be here in support of just talking and as my passion, sharing what I've learned throughout the journey here at Delaware State University, as well as respects to other historically black colleges and universities. To kick things off, I first want to just throw a question out there for y'all. Y'all probably see on this easel that we talk about great habits, right? As y'all look at the easel, y'all probably seeing that there are multiple things that have been written down. So those are just the representation of what great or greatness means. What I would like to talk about for today is something similar to that. But instead, I broke down great or greatness in form of an acronym, particularly the word great. GREAT. A, and then the last letter T. So I'm going to be brief because I have a whole book that describes those letters as a checkpoint, but I'm just here to just talk about what my experiences are in a short time. That's all right with everybody? All right. So the way I broke down the word great, G-R-E-A-T, we first start off with the first letter. The first letter of the word great is G. And G, for me, maybe for y'all as well, but I know for me, was giving. And what does giving represents? Giving just simply represents that you have to realize your gift, and with the gift that you have been given in this world, in this society, and those who believe in God had given to you, you must give it and share it with the world. You see, throughout my journey, before I even hit the first checkpoint, or when I hit the first checkpoint, I realized that, a lot of things in life, I was trying to figure out why I was so good at certain things, but I wasn't good at a lot of other things. I started out young. My dad would always say, I started as the slowest kid in the family, which was right. I am the slowest kid in the family. I'm just a hard worker. But the reason why was because I haven't realized my gift yet, or I had to train to grow my gift. So when I finally found my gift, I felt as if I had to give it and share it with the world. So that's the first letter. Just the word G representing giving for me. G for y'all can represent anything y'all want, but I know for myself it was giving. Next we got R. R is the receiving. So after you give, you have to be open enough to receive. It's the law, for those who study like 48 laws of power or the laws of the universe, we know that the law of compensation or the law of attraction, you have to give something in order to receive something. That's what I believe as well. So in order to receive, we got to receive things such as mentorship. Because once you find out your gift and you give to the world, you got to receive mentorship or receive guidance on actually how we can manage this gift, on how we can move with this gift to make an impact on the world, as we know here at Delaware State University. So therefore, how to receive mentorship, how to receive guidance. We got to be open. We got to be open to all types of resources. For example, when I was coming from my neighborhood of North Philadelphia, I remember my parents telling me, listen to the people in the church. Be open to the guidance and things that they're telling you. When we were back in the hood, be open to old heads trying to give you some advice, or the people that came before you. Because the old heads telling you from their experiences and hoping that you don't follow the same path. But to the mentors, hopefully you could follow their path, but do something greater than what they have done. Because as the youth, particularly millennials, we have to step on the shoulders of those who came before us and do something greater. Why? Because they gave us access. And they want us to receive that access. Once we get the access and once we receive all the guidance, we now got to set our expectations high, which is the E, which is expecting. Set expectations. Make sure you set high expectations for yourself, goals. Think of something crazy. Like, for example, I told myself, I want to graduate and be done with school. Because, to be honest, y'all, I really don't like school. But I said, I want to be done with school. So, in order to be done with school and to be done with school at an early age, I had to actually set that expectation. And therefore, my parents came along, held me accountable, and made sure I followed through. So, how do we set expectations? We set the goal. Right after we set the goal, we create the plan. The plan is how we're going to achieve the goal. In the midst of the plan, we have the steps. As my pastor would say, we have to follow our own, or God, GPS. Goals, plans, and last but not least, the steps. So that's why. So that's how you do the expectations. Once you follow through with all of that, especially the steps are real important, because the steps are the day-to-day task. If I want to be a millionaire, what do millionaires do? First step, what I do, wake up 3 or 4:30 in the morning, right? So wake up 4:30 in the morning, something real simple, and then start studying the things that I want to pursue to hit that ultimate goal, or that milestone as we call it. Last but not least, My bad, not last but not least. But next up is the A, which is achieving those goals, right? So we achieve those high expectations that we go and set. So if you say you want to be a millionaire, or you say you want to make a lot of money, have a lot of hustles, and have 7 streams of income, or for those who just want to say, I just want to be financially free, or I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be an entrepreneur, set that goal. But make sure day to day you reaching those goals and making sure you achieve those goals on a day to day. See, it's not enough to just set a goal and say, I'm going to do it and hope what happens. Post on the gram and what everybody do. I see it a lot. Excuse my friends and all that who going to call me on this, flexing on the gram a lot. Instead of doing all that, let's actually try to be the success and not look like the success, right? So that's the achievement part. Achieve high expectations that you're going to set through the many steps that is part of the plan that is building up towards that big goal. And the reason why you want to achieve the success, because you want to show your family, your friends, your mentors, but most importantly, yourself, that you are worth the investment. See, I live by this mantra about investing in yourself, invest in you, which is one of my brands under my company. And the reason why I say invest in you, because you're the greatest investment in life. Just like you invest in them shoes, them $300 Jordans, you save up sitting there, you invest in your education, make sure that you invest in yourself and take yourself seriously in regards to reaching your goals. It may require you leaving your environment, leaving Philly, Baltimore, D.C., New York. It may require changing your circle of friends, because I know I did. I know coming from where I came from, North Philadelphia, I had to change my friends a little bit. I felt bad, because in the hood, they say, oh, you acting brand new, you acting Hollywood. But I had to, because in order to reach the goals I wanted to do, I couldn't keep doing the same stupid stuff that I wanted to do. Even though I had 2 educated parents, I'm not going to lie, I was a little sneaky kid trying to run the streets when they weren't looking. So I'm telling y'all from that standpoint, sometimes you got to change in order to get what you want for the greater. All right, and last but not least, after you achieve everything, the T is very, very, very important. The T is you got to teach it. And the reason why I say teach it, I remember saying this when I was back in back teaching high school, is that you're not great until you bring somebody with you. And I really stand by that. And the reason why I stand by that is because you have to teach people what took you to be great. And the reason why I say you got to teach people, because they going to see, okay, he became a millionaire. I want to see where he at. Yo, let me ask him, yo, how did you get there? If you can't teach it, you really was just flexing, in my eyes. But if you really got that game, and you really like, yo, give me the game on how to this, that, and the third move and navigate, you gonna sit there and teach that person and give them the game that they need in order for them to be great themselves. Why? Because the teaching aspect shows that you really know what you're talking about. And you really do this for a living. And the reason why I say that is because, and a lot of students that come to me, I'm in the Department of Chemistry, and they come to me a lot, is because they saying, Dr. Hayes, one thing I notice about you is that you know what you're talking about. A lot of people say stuff, but you know what you're talking about because the way you're able to relate it to other people. And it's not about me being relatable. Even though I'm 26, I'm young, and I'm just like a lot of you guys. I just have the gift of just know how to relate it and teach it to people because I lived it. I know what it's like graduating with a doctorate, coming home, trying to figure out what to do. And then now finally listening to my old heads and getting back on my feet and going and speaking for you today. I know what it's like. I know what it's like not listening to my parents, getting caught up in stupid stuff. Thank God I didn't get caught and get locked up. But I'm thankful that I finally started listening to the right people and saying, listen, you got great parents, you got a great family. Just do what they say. You can do whatever you want once you achieve the goals that you got. So that's my thing in terms of teaching. And I just want to leave y'all with this as I close. And then I'm very open for question and answer. I want to leave y'all with this quote. No matter what your purpose is in life, no matter what your gift is in life, no matter what you're trying to do in life, here at Delaware State or out in the world once you leave Delaware State, whether it's get a master's, doctorate, become an entrepreneur, start that job, work your way up to the corporate ladder, no matter what. Make sure you teach and lead and live your life with example. Because the way you live your life, the way you lead your life, is how people going to look at you. They're either going to be inspired on the good terms or be inspired by the bad terms on what they don't want you to, or what they want to do, what they don't want to do. And for that, thank y'all so much for listening, and I'm gladly open for question and answer. Thank you.